It's like the formative side of it. We will do that where we kind of split into like competitive, non-competitive, or like what we'll call like we're really going to go after this, or we just kind of want to learn the basic skills. And that really does allow us to separate because, like I said, especially grade 9, 10 phys ed, the high-end athlete who's a superstar basketball player to the other person that hasn't gotten off the couch in weeks at a time, right? So you have such different abilities that doing that really does help. Um, yeah, and the other thing is, like I said, like we are very student centered in how we might assess or how like we might formatively assess someone. Like a kid that's more of a higher level, I'll expect to see them do skills at a different level, and I'll coach up like so like the performance cues. We'll kind of nitpick at some smaller things. Where those kids that struggle a little bit more with athleticism and all that, we'll kind of like be a little bit more broad in what we're doing. You know, like really step into that pass instead where the other one I'm like, hey, you got to have your hand behind, push through, and whatever else. Like just we could just kind of differentiate like that. So um, to be honest with you, in the gym space, a lot of it is just knowing your students really well. And if you teach a lot of phys ed classes, you know them really well because everybody comes through you at some point or another. So yeah, that's kind of what I'd have for that one. The unfortunate part with a lot of gyms though is that if somebody like we have a girl with brittle bone syndrome and she just if she's in a gym and gets hit with a ball, like she'll die. So, there's shit like that where inclusivity is important, but there's also a level in which inclusivity um, isn't attainable, I guess, in a school setting. So it kind of is what it is. But yeah, we really try to be engaging, like positive, encouraging, whether or not they're great with sports or skills or anything. And then the other thing, formative assessment that we do, so we do physical like fitness testing, but we don't base it off of like the Canadian norms. Like I don't know if you had that when you were in high school or whatever, but it's like, oh, the average 14-year-old is doing 50 push-ups, so you only did 80% of that, so you get an 80. So we do ours based on we have a rubric for it, but it's based on personal improvement. So if you start and you can't even do a single push-up, the first fitness testing we write a reflection. That's how we mark it as, did we put the effort in? How was our form? And then we sort of use that as like, okay, we don't need to do 50 push-ups, but we're going to use this, when we do our fitness days or anything. I want you to focus more on strength so we can work a little bit more on getting stronger in that fitness testing. And so it's not necessarily, yeah, you don't have to get 40, but we just want to improve ourselves. And so I find that sort of formative assessment and sort of that understanding that we're just trying to improve ourselves makes kids a little bit more comfortable being in the space, I would argue.